We feel that we can do it best and nobody else can do it properly. But until unless you delegate, people make error and they learn from it. How you are going to improve that human resource, right? So you need to welcome once again to this exciting video, and we will be talking a very critical aspect of people who already have setup. Okay, if you already have a clinic, hospital, or your online setup and you want to grow it to the next level, so there will be a few pointers which you should have, or the checklist that you should have in place. If you have not fulfilled it, it is very difficult to grow to the next level. Okay, so you have come to a one level, but then you are not able to grow to the next level, right? So that means you are stagnant. So this video, we will talk about this critical aspect.
You will resonate with us that one or two of these things, if you have done properly at the time of starting, you might have had a different outcome. So this is a point for you. These points are there. You can do the corrective measures any point of time.
Yes, if you are lucky enough that you have not started the setup, this will again make more sense. We prepare you in beforehand, before you actually go into the growth phase. So if you are watching this and you are still not made your own setup or your own clinic, hospital, then you are actually lucky enough, because then you know that what are the things that you will be looking after some time. So it's a future peak into the future. So let's talk about this factor and all these factors and understand how we can grow to the next level. Okay.
Right. And these are the points which I got from the experience we have got in the last collective experience of 35 years and tried and tested with multiple people. So there is no need to reinvent the whole thing. Just follow what we are telling, and that will give you the desired success.
Absolutely. Let's go into the mind map and understand what are these 10 critical points that you should be aware that if you really want to grow it to the next level. Okay. So what are these 10 factors? Let us discuss one by one. And understand that as we go towards the webinar day, there will be a lot of other videos, and based on this video, there will be quiz. So you should be looking or joining. You should be in the WhatsApp group. That is first condition, because all the quiz and the winners of the quiz will also be announced in the WhatsApp group. So if you have not joined the WhatsApp group, please, a link is given below this video. You will find the details there, and please join it. If you have any problem, then also email to us as well. So first point that we should be aware is going social. I can understand we deal with thousands of doctors, and going social is the biggest fear doctors have. One, they do not have time. I can feel that we understand, we resonate with that. Having time to go social is really difficult. But if your customers are already on a certain platform, you need to be there, right? Otherwise you will not find the required number of patients that you want to grow to your hospital clinic. So going social is the first condition that you have to do in this present digital world. Otherwise it will be very difficult. Okay,
I think it is a different thing. We are not social. We are social, but we are only consumers. We have to be creators.
Yes, we need to be creator. Okay, so what are the parameters or things that you should be looking for going social? We don't want you to be influencer 24/7. You are making reels. No, that's not the agenda here. The only bare minimum that you should be doing. Okay, so what are those things? As we say, you are what Google says you are. So you need to be present in that platform, right? Otherwise, आप कितना ही अच्छा काम कर रहे हो, कोई नहीं जानेगा. अगर if there is no ratings, if there is no Google ratings, if you are not present on different media, you do not have website, so nobody knows that how good you are. So you have to present to the world that how good you are, and within the medical guidelines, of course, right? So what are the things that you should be doing while going social? The first thing is you should have Google My Business profile to be set up and very optimized, not randomly done by any other freelancer kind of person. You should be doing it by yourself or by your trusted partner. Second is you should have a QR code in your clinic or hospital where people can scan and give you reviews, because having reviews is the first most parameter of having Google My Business. So number of reviews determines the conversion. So the more reviews you have, the more credible you are. Third is get your website done. I think 90% people who are watching, we always take this poll in our webinar and we see 95% do not have their active website. Even if they have a website, this is not functioning. So you should have very good, active, fresh website. I myself as a consumer, whenever I see and search for a doctor, and if I see a website which is not up to the mark, the first impression comes that doctor might not be as good. this is a psychological, even though doctor could be very good, but he is not very active online. So you should have very good website. This is the first thing, or the most important thing that you should be doing after Google My Business. Fourth is make your own social handles. Okay, maybe Facebook, Insta, YouTube. You should be aware that you should be there. Okay, even if you are not very active, but you should, all the things that you mention in Google My Business, mention on all handles and be there with one or two videos. At least your because that will impact your search engine. So means your search, how a person is going to search you by your name or by your locality. If you are present in all these thing directories, then it becomes really easy for people to search you. And the fifth is short form content like reels on Instagram or shorts on YouTube should be made. Okay, if you are very busy, if you cannot make even one reel or one short video in a week, then make faceless video. You take help of some agencies and have faceless videos where your face is not involved, but the relevant content is there, so people can actually go through your content. For example, if you're an orthopedic, you are busy, you can ask somebody to make a orthopedic disease or orthopedic maybe calcium, vitamin, some kind of value given to the consumer of your domain, so that people can actually get engaged to your handles, and that will increase your visibility. So going social is the important parameter.
It is important to go on all the social media because one validates other and feeds into other.
Right.
They're all interrelated and there are multiple touch points which you will be telling about. It is important that social media is to be leveraged outcome.
Okay. And the second point is
launch your YouTube channel. If you're not done yet, just go and see. If you have a Gmail account, your YouTube channel is already there and you can start using it. And this is the very important thing about YouTube is that the second biggest search engine. And more important than that is your long form content remains discoverable even after 10 years. So when 10 years down the line, we'll have a very big resource and people will be vouching for it. You give this resource to us. This is so strong and so important. You must start using it.
Yeah, and most important, it is free. Okay, it is freely available. Please go and make your YouTube video, start putting content just like us. Just follow our YouTube video channel and see how we have done the content. There is no like high class editing or backgrounds. It's very simple Zoom recorded videos that we have put on YouTube. So you can start with that. Okay. So this is the second point. The third important point is going digital. Okay, going social is different from going digital. When we say digital, you need to work on 5 parameters. Okay, the first thing is you should have HIMS. Okay, if you do not have hospital information management system or practice management system, PMS or HIMS, please do it. Okay, and get a paid one. Do not go with free and all those stuff. Okay, spend some 1,000 rupees, maybe 20,000, 30,000 a year. Get a good quality HIMS. And we will discuss in the webinar that or inside the community that why a paid HIMS is very important. I will give you a little brief, a little touch point that if you when HIMS data is required, let's say some for medical legal cases, and you do not have a paid one and a free version, and you are not able to get a data, you can understand how much lakhs of rupees then you will have to give into the court or the advocate fees. To save that scenario, you should have a paid HIMS where everything is stored and is within your access for next 5 to 10 years. Okay, get a very good HIMS. Second is capture leads from all places. So different touch point of the customers we have discussed in the social, capture all leads. Follow up the system, follow those leads to convert. See, we do not do that. We are just sitting like saying Ram Bharose, people will come and get converted by themselves. Now things are changed. People who are more active, more extrovert, more going on a social media, capturing those leads, making them follow up with WhatsApp system. All those things are necessary right now. Fourth is you should get an HRMS. When I'm saying HRMS means human resource management system. Now this is important for your internal functioning. HIMS is for your patient interaction. HRMS for your employee interaction or employee accountability and their productivity. So you have to work that per person, the amount of work you are getting, you should increase it. So increasing the productivity of that person. How you are going to do that? If you are able to increase the accountability, okay, give them the responsibility and get them checked by this technical system, which is HRMS, and people will be more accountable. Once they are more accountable, they are more answerable. And once they are put in a situation that they cannot hide behind something, they will give you more productivity. Okay. is very, very important to have a good HRMS. Again, please go for the paid version. And the fifth element is work on the telemedicine system. Okay, be active on digital front, teleconsultation, telemedicine. If you have a hospital and there are doctors who are free in some periods, okay, there could be 2-4 period or 4-6 period, or some people who are available on night. Have those slots completed by your teleconsultation, because that increases your reach, geographical reach, and you can have additional sources of income. And those customers, once they have a touch point, they can convert into a larger sum of like larger ticket size by teleconsultation. So, okay, so have this thing in place, because this is an additional source of lead generation. All right, so going digital, following this system is very, very important. And remember, please take notes, because we will be having a quiz based on this thing. We will be sharing the quiz form in the WhatsApp group. If you have not joined the WhatsApp group, the link is given below. Join it and get that quiz completed and get awarded. Every winners of the every quiz will be given some gifts and awards. So before you come to the webinar, you will be having a lot of awards and a lot of winners. Okay.
Hopefully you are enjoying the journey with us and learning a lot of things.
Yes, absolutely. And we want to talk a lot of winners in our webinar. Okay, got it. Now coming to the fourth important points.
Fourth point is about building systems. Yes. And some people ask us, what is a system? System is like a tariqa. Doctors ask us, there should be systems. And what are the systems and how to build it? So basically, system is nothing but methodology to do the work. And when we come to the methodology, it is important that you should do it in such a way that your time is saved and your staff does maximum and human error is minimized. First thing is system you should have, capture and nurture the leads. So what is it? Any person who has clicked on your links, he should be followed up till the end. And you should nurture him by giving a lot of content in free so that he believes the trust in you. Second point is you should have a system to set the accountability on your employees. See, human or manpower management is the most important and most critical thing when it comes to long-term success of a hospital or any organization for that matter. You have to increase their productivity by continuously getting the accountability as well as motivating them by proper leadership. Then there should be a system to publish the content on the social media. There are various tools for that. Various technology is there by which you can just convert the online content into publishable material and can post on your website. This will keep your website also active and it will be alive and kicking. And then you should have digital SOPs and checklists. Even in the NABS now, they're gone digital. So you all also have to go digital sooner or later, and sooner the better. So for smooth and error-free working of your hospital and long-term vision, you should always have a digital SOP. All your documentation should be made digital. It is easy to try at a click of a button. So very important to develop systems which will help you and save a lot of your time.
Absolutely. So building system is as important as having this going digital or social, because system will give you a lot of leverage over the human resource, and you can automate a lot of systems, a lot of tasks. Once you can automate, you can actually delegate. So we'll talk about all those things. Placing a system is one-time effort, one-time investment, but then it will giving you results for next 10 years. Fifth is important in building human resource. You cannot run your organization without, however small it is, by yourself. You have to build your human resource. So you have to actively participate in the lives of your employees. Okay, so how will you do it? Develop a second line of leadership. See, you cannot do it by yourself alone. Your capacity to grow will be limited. How? So what are the different factors you can replicate? You can replicate either capital or human resource, labor, or you can also have technology. So we talk about technology, which is helping you to replicate your effort. Then you can have the capital. If you have money, then you can ask, like you can employ your money to work for you by outsourcing work, by hiring a lot of people or agencies, right? And the third important is human resource. So human resource is like replication of your labor. You cannot do it by your two hands. Now you need 10 or 12, 30, 14 hands together, right? So second line of leadership is important to start developing from the day one. Start thinking that how I can induct a young guy who is good, passionate about it, and how I can mold him into a second line of leadership. Okay. Second is train your staff in a continuous manner. If even whatever, like even if you have a clinic where one staff is there, think about how I can train, because that training is important not only for that person, for you also, because that is how the customer is, the first phase of the customer is that staff, right? So their behavior and skill is important, and also that will help to retain the staff as well. Third is incentive programs to self-motivate, give them incentive, employee of the month, and some medals, some certification, something which is tangible, which they can show to their family, be proud of it. Fourth is have weekly, monthly, or quarterly meeting with your team. Very important. We have discussed, we have seen this thing in thousands of hospitals around our, that they do not take any meeting. No staff actually understand what is going on inside the organization. They are just one part, a very small part in the whole machine, and that is not good for organization. Everyone should know what is going on, how bad the quarter was, how bad was the year, how good was the bad year, what they are doing, what is the vision, what are the leaders' vision, all those things. Be accessible, give them a meeting, give them understanding that what we are doing, what we expected to do, give them a clarity, because then they will decide to be with you or to go out and see some other opportunity. Okay, so this is the fifth point, that building human resource is important. Let's go to the next point. Sixth is
delegate, delegate, delegate. So what is delegate, delegate, delegate? There is a way to learn and a science to implement. Basically, you have to give the work to others if you want to go for the higher level work or more important work. Otherwise, you will keep doing the basic work. You will not ever improve yourself. So you have to give your work first, train them, teach them, and see how they do it, then delegate them independently after a period of time.
Yes. So please, as a leader, you have to understand the art of delegation. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you to hand over your work. You will be always looking that, I know we have worked, we ourselves find this situation very difficult, that handing over our work, because we feel that we can do it best and nobody else can do it properly. But until unless you delegate, people will make error and they learn from it. How you are going to improve that human resource, right? So you need to delegate, have an art of delegation. You should understand that there are two ways of delegation, very short and crisp. I don't want to go in deep. In our community, we have discussed in much more in detail and what is the art and how you can step by step you can learn. But there are two ways of it. See, if there's a human resource who are non-technical or not medical level, they are staff who are working in your hospital or clinic, giving them a set of direct instruction. Okay, follow these 10 points, not apply your mind, follow these 10 points. They will do wonders for you. Okay, you break down the whole task into 10 small tasks and give them a directed decision where they don't have to apply their mind. Then it is the best way of delegation. Another way of delegation is giving the sense of responsibility to the upper management or middle level management. They are doctors, they are partners who are good enough, knowledgeable enough. So there you can give them a direction. Okay, this is how it needs to be done, and leave the nitty-gritty of doing that work to them. Let them decide. Okay, yeah. So that is how they can apply, they will grow, and they will give you a better way of doing also. They might give you, so open up that avenue for yourself. They might make an error that is given, but then open up that avenue. Okay, so do not do in the reverse way. Okay, do not assume that your staff will apply their mind as good as you can do and think that they are brainless. Okay, so don't do it, and do not micromanage your middle level and upper level, because then micromanaging, like, they piss it off. Micromanaging people do not like at a higher level, so please do not do it at that level. But you can do the micromanage at the smaller level with the use of technology, with this directed set of instructions. Okay.
Eventually, you might find that he may or she may make some errors. At the same time, you can get another way of doing the same thing, which you might not have imagined.
Correct. 7th is
map the customer journey and remove all the frictions. Basically, what does it mean? It means that from the point he has seen you, he's come to the hospital, he has taken the appointment, to the discharge and follow-up. Everywhere, the whole journey should be seamless and no friction should be there. That will improve the perception of the doctor in the patient's mindset as a very good doctor, and he will recommend it to others. That way also, he becomes an ambassador for you.
And I'm 100% sure that more than, like, I think less than 10% people have done this activity, mapping your customer journey. Okay, think of from the customer point of view and start from there or his or her home and see how they come to your clinic and hospital. Have each touch point and understand what could be the friction, and then start removing it. You will find this process very, very good and very, very, like, it will help you grow your clinic and hospital like anything, because then the customer's experience improves, and one customer come in-house or in clinic, in hospital, they become lifelong customers. Okay. I hope you are enjoying this important point and also noting it down, because then quiz is going to follow. 8 is be a lifelong learner. Okay, there is nothing is it can stop you if you are continue learning and growing in each year, because right now technology is changing so fast that every 2 years something new is coming. So you cannot sit on the laurels of past. You have to build on the future. Okay, so work on your personal habits, communications, your skills. Okay, personal, because why it is important, because any organization if you see in the world is nothing but an extension of leaders personality. It's just extension, it reflects leaders personality. So if you are limited, your growth is limited. If you are growing, your organization is growing. Is as simple as this. Is the straight equation. It depends on you. If you are not growing as a leader, your organization cannot grow. Okay, if you see any organization in your around, a small or big or any kind of traditional or any kind, you just take example of big organization like Google or Microsoft or Ambani's or any other thing. They have a very dynamic leader and it improves, right? It improves every now and then. Similarly, if you see a smaller setup in your own healthcare leaders, if you see maybe the Dr. Devi Sethi and there are other doctors who are doing good in other era or in other streams, other pathies, you will find that these personalities are reflected in their organizations. And so you need to be a lifelong learner, build on your work habits, on your skills and your communication style.
Ninth point is develop your leadership skill while learning from a trusted source. There are so many people guiding you, but you should know whom to learn from. And being in a community of a leader in healthcare. So
Yes.
basically, why it is important? Because the knowledge is only differentiator between you and other one. So if you have a knowledge of things which the other person does not have, you can have an edge over him. And second thing, proximity is power. Whenever you are near or close to the people who are doing the job, who are hustling, or making the day count, that is where you will actually, unknowingly or knowingly, you learn from them and get the power. Proximity is power. Knowledge is only differentiator. So try to get a good community, be a part of it, and develop your leadership skills, learn from a trusted source.
Yeah, as it is old saying that you are average of 5 friends, okay, 5 close friends, whether it is income, whether it is relationship, whether it is a luck. If you have surrounded by lucky 5 people, then your average is goes up. So your income goes up, your luck goes up, and it is like if you're individual and when you're surrounded by good people, then your whole setup goes up. So be a part of that community that gives you that stability or unbiased advice, or people who are good enough to support you, and you get a lot of knowledge. As sir is saying, knowledge is the only differentiator in this knowledge economy. And going forward, knowledge is the only play. Knowledge economy is the only play. Information technology is the only play. So please be a friend, like be on the learning curve where the knowledge is actually getting transformed, and be in the community. So if you agree with that, write in the chat box or in the comment box, say proximity is power. Please just write comment in the comment section, because I want you to learn or be ingrained in your subconscious mind that you should be surrounded by action taken people.
It is very important to understand that when you're in a good community, there are a lot of clarity. And clarity is the only thing that counts.
Yes. Focus, clarity is the new diamond in this world. Okay. And the last very important is to get mentors. Okay, finding a mentor is very, very important. We will discuss in the webinar also what is why it is important in our life, how what we have learned. Get mentors for different aspects of your life. Maybe relationship, you can get one mentor. For spirituality, you can get one mentor. For your financing, you can get one mentor. For your professional business, you can get one mentor. So different mentors you can get, or you can get one mentor who can give you a set of mentor who can guide you in all direction. Okay, but having awareness that mentorship is important, and I will look for mentor, I will get a mentor, because the person who's already gone through that process that you are now figuring it out. It is always good to have a guide with you. Okay, because this is unknown territory for you. It is difficult. It is always trial and error. It is always good to have somebody who's already done it or who's already doing it. Okay, so find a mentor, be in a community that is good enough that you can support you, and develop your skills. These are the only things. Okay, technical things. So going digital, social is mandatory, but having working on your internal self is also as important as doing things on an external front. Okay, and the combined all together can only work together. Okay, as a system.
So I think you have learned a lot of things, and be prepared. To be asking a question in the group, and you should answer them. That will fetch you a lot of knowledge and a lot of gifts before the workshop.
Yes, so watch out for the quiz based on this lesson, and please submit your answers, and you will announce the winners also. Your all winners should keep your name ready, and we will be announcing in the webinar as well, and they will be getting good benefits or good gifts that non-winners will not be able to access to. Okay, so hope you are excited and we are looking forward to meet us live, and we are so excited to see you live in the webinar. And all people who will be live in the webinar, they will be having a blast. You can see the trailer that what we do normally, so in the webinar it will be something else. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you have not joined in the WhatsApp group, link is given below. Join the WhatsApp group. If you have not registered and you are watching it for the first time, for registration for the next webinar, link is also given below in the description. Please register and join the WhatsApp group, and the PDF of this document. If you want the checklist, 10-pointer checklist, we will give the all live participant, we will give the PDF of this document. Okay, so be there live so that you can claim your this free gifts, which are the checklist which you need. It should be handy to you so that you do not forget it. Okay, so all live participants will be given the checklist or PDF of this document. So looking forward for the webinar. I'll meet you live very soon.
See you inside the webinar.
Bye bye.